Okay, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Got held up not only late at my in-laws yesterday, but trying to drive home. I understand trick-or-treating is fun and enjoyable. You want to wear your costume. You want to go from door to door. But at what point was it decided that on Halloween, normal traffic laws no longer exist? I saw more infants, children, small dogs, and parents wandering around in what appeared to be a drug-induced stupor in the middle of the road yesterday than I've ever seen before in my life. I'm driving my car, trying to get back home, and I'm going 2 miles an hour. And I'm looking over at Jen. I'm I want to be able to hear the noises if somebody gets sucked under my tire well. It's unreal, man. I know it's Halloween. I get it. You're going to be outside. If you've got a big group, not everybody's going to fit on the sidewalk or in the little bit of space in people's lawns and stuff like that. But I swear to God, people just walking down the middle of the road in a dark costume, all black. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? There's a sidewalk right here. There's nobody on it, and you could be on it. Nope. Just going to walk through. My Halloween wish is to become a spooky ghost myself. I'm going to let it be Halloween every day of the year because I'm going to be dead haunting this guy's car. Seriously. It was seriously like that. It was like they were lining up. They may as well just lay down in the road. Did you roll down your window and yell at them? So, as I was backing out of my father-in-law's driveway, I actually did have to roll down my window and yell at a group of people. Because they were just running around in circles behind his driveway. And I'm is it safe to go? Can I please leave? I don't want to hit anyone. Just want to let me know yesterday's stream was awesome. Thank you, Falafel Freak. So yes, I did roll down my window. I didn't yell. I'm hey, can you guys just control your 4-year-old children that appear to be obsessed with Superman diving underneath my tires? It was insane because it was a child stroller behind the driveway, a small dog, and several children just running around in circles. You could run anywhere. Yeah, you just go on the lawn. Go on the lawn. Play on the lawn all you like. Just get out from behind my car. I don't mean to have an old man rant right now. I don't mean to do that. I mean, I am doing it. I understand that. I recognize it. I feel it. And I got another thing I gotta say. Okay? I got one more thing to say, and I'm not shaming anyone in particular. However, I remember being in college at college parties and seeing sexy Halloween outfits, and that's completely appropriate. You're dressed up in your dumbass outfit, got a couple guys, couple girls dressed up in their sexy outfits, but you're all young adults, having some drinks, having some fun in a normal house. Ozcole, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But I swear to God, I saw some costumes on my angry, rage-filled drive home yesterday that not only were skimpier than what I've seen at college parties, but like that's like lingerie material. That is, I mean, that's ready for the OnlyFans. That's ready for the bedroom. You know? Like I saw on one person, and it creeps me out because I don't know how old they are. I saw more underwear than I saw dress, and I did not know that was possible. You had a guy with a trailer blocking your entire street, and so he needed to get down. So until he backed up 500 feet between parked cars, and the guy to ask, I was like, I was the inconvenience? I know. This is not the behavior of a 27-year-old. I'm a homeowner, okay? Your attitudes change. You could be 18 years old and be a homeowner, and you'd feel the same way. So, I mean, look, I'm not saying anything. I'm noticing a trend towards the sexy, and I'm fine with it. I am fine with a trend towards the sexy. It's okay. It's an observation. I just wanted to point it out. At some point, it's just going to be like masking tapes over the like nipple pasties and like, I don't know, a loincloth. Why are you getting an ad with a sub? It would appear you are no longer subbed, or at least Twitch does not think you're subbed. Maybe your sub expired. I don't know. Yeah, and we can't get rid of pre-rolls. It is No Nut November. Why would you do that to yourself? People are getting hornier. It's okay. It's there, man. It is there, staring you in the face with its two barely covered butt cheeks. All right. That's cool, man. That's okay. It's real. You already failed. Why not never not nutting November? I don't understand. Goose Moister, hello. It's time for nonstop nut November. Never not nutting. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not good for your prostate health, I think, if you're going to try and hold it in for a month. I don't think that's healthy. If anything, if you want to break prostate awareness. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'll always peg Thanksgiving. I don't know. Blank slate, thank you. Destroy that dick December. I've never heard that before. Is that new? Saw a girl in an anime convention with a Lilu from Fifth Element cosplay. That takes guts. That is not easy to pull off. That is a hard costume. There is a HoloLive VTuber who does nonstop nut November. Good. I'd rather hear that. By the way, Twitch sent me some merchandise. I don't really like any of it, except they sent me this nice cup. I've got a nice cup now. It's called a Corkicle. It's okay. It's an okay cup. I like it. Everything else, I didn't really. Where's the shirt and hat? They did send me a beanie. She looks great. Is her name Nadia? She looks wonderful. Good for her. Not an easy outfit to pull off. It looks like a thermos. It's a little bit of a thermos. Was it a cup or a thermos? What's the difference? Here, if I do this, I'm going to spill it all over myself. Now it's a cup. Now it's just a cup. It's an insulated cup. It's that time of the year. How full is my nutsack? What do you think I do in the 6 minutes before stream? No, I don't do that. I don't do that. Got to get that mind ready. Got to get that samurai-like focus. Laser sharp. One guy got in trouble once. I won't say who. I don't want to start that streamer beef. Overlord Dean gets it though. I think was it in their pre-stream, Overlord Dean? Because my understanding is that event that you're referring to was actually like a midstream break. Like midstream, they're like, guys, I need to use the bathroom. Who does that? Who gets, in a way, I almost feel bad because like that's got to be like a curse that you're so horny. You could be in the middle of a stream and you have to relieve yourself. That's intense, man. I just end the stream. Be like, I gotta poop. I gotta poop real bad. But I mean, once you click the start streaming button, I mean, you gotta assume anything you have going on, be it microphone, be it camera, be it screen, anything could end up showing up there. You know? Like, I know this is in my OBS. This could show up at any time. Soda Poppin' has taken masturbation breaks before. Guys, I'm sorry, man, but I'm gonna need 5 or 10 minutes. It depends on how long the browsing period is before. I mean, if it's a really, like, if you're doing like really long streams, I guess you're doing multiple 24-hour streams. Hopefully you're not doing the same room that you're streaming from. More like 90 to 120 seconds? I mean, look, everyone's different, okay? I'm not, you got 5 to 10 is a little long. You got to romance yourself a little bit more there, Birdie Melon, okay? You got to treat yourself. You only need 1 minute? That's just, at that point, Jesus. Just like insert a release valve in your body or something. Holy crap. A true professional streamer has source material in hand and not quickly, efficiently. 3U is either tonight or tomorrow. It really depends on if we are successful against silver and gold on this stream. I really want to finish them. We're also doing Naked Alatreon tomorrow morning, which hopefully does not translate into Naked Alatreon tomorrow night. I am kind of thinking that we're just going to go official. It is not great. The official Wii U version of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, it's not the worst thing in the world, but there's like inconsistent frame pacing, inconsistent frame rate. Occasionally you'll get hit with some input lag. Do I think a streamer is nutted on stream with no one noticing? Well, with 8.5 million unique streamers, there has to have been at least one situation. What Monster Hunter game are we on tonight? We are on Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. Feel if you genuinely want a girlfriend, then you need to have self-control, no nutting to build up that T, to build that confidence and drive. That's not true. I've never had to do that before, and I've never had any problems. I mean, I've generally been lucky. Like, I'm not going to claim I'm like some sort of anime protagonist. But generally, I have been lucky. Like, I know we had advice stream on Saturday, but normally I haven't had an issue getting into a relationship. But that could be from other things going on. You telling me you nut every day, Shep? That's just whenever your parents are free, Joe Cocoon. Harem protagonist, Shepard. I'm not a harem protagonist, but I've never had an issue, and I've certainly never had to be like, I'm not nutting again until I have a girl do it for me. Like, that's just silly. How many monsters do you need? 3. I need 3 more. It comes down to confidence. And I feel like the people that are trying to deprive themselves sexually in that way are using like as many like primitive primal instincts as they can to make them so desperate. But the problem is you're going to get into a point where, yeah, what if you got to rely on that all the time? You're very unlucky and nervous when talking to people. Well, you can't necessarily help your luck, but you can certainly make it so you're no longer nervous talking to people. Kirasika, hello. 3 more monsters. Silver and gold are going to be some work, actually. In fact, I think, I'm planning on making a new armor set. How do harem protagonists get so many girls they have no self-esteem? Usually they do cool things. I don't know. I just watched, what was that? Remake Our Life or whatever. It was an okay anime. Probably a better light novel because the first season is nice, but like it needs like 2 or 3 or 4 seasons. Make Silverlos armor. No. Well, first of all, it is fiction, and thank you, Overlord Dean. It is an escape, an escapism for people who have no confidence and want to think that one day they're going to walk out their door and have 5 or 6 people follow him around. How does Shield Hero? How does he get his harem? He goes to the preschool. Boom! God damn it! Get him every time! Every time! Hey, I'm here for the daycare. Time to show up and find myself a new girlfriend. That's Shield Hero. That is a joke. That's not, nobody quote that out of context. But yeah, I mean, I hate that. I like parts of that show, but I hate every single other part of it. Please do not clip that out of context, please. Please do not clip that out of context. God, the first 2 episodes are so cool because he's so depressed and he's so miserable and he's so focused on being like brooding and miserable. And then it's like, oh, I will find this 90-year-old raccoon girl who looks 8 and she will save my soul. You're in 5-star in GU Village and you're using the Nargacuga set. What should I grind for next? You're in low rank, right? I don't know. I mean, it depends on your weapon. I mean, Nargacuga's cool for evasion. Read the light novel. It's less preschool. Yeah, maybe I will someday. You started JoJo Season 2 and you hate the concept of stands? That's JoJo Season 3. It does get better. Part 2 of Season 3 is much better. Oh, I got a new emote. What is that? That looks like a Squirtle. That is 100% supposed to be Squirtle. No, I mean, literally, part 1 is not bad. Part 1 is like 5 minutes. Part 1 is over like instantly. I don't know why it's like, yeah, it's super old school. It was like made in like the 80s. You read the I'm 30, got rejected, shaved, and took a high school home manga this weekend. It's weird. I watched the anime. It was all right. I would normally never admit that I watched it, but I don't even care anymore. I've never skipped any part of JoJo River Pig, but I bounced off of the first part of season 3 many, many times. The reason why it's okay is because it gave like Stans gave us part 4, and part 4 is just so good. So good. There's nothing wrong with it. A perfect season of anime. You can't beat it. No, Kirasika, really, part 4 is very nice. But yeah, I mean, when they introduced stands, like, it must have been cool at the time, but they leaned way too hard on, like, hey, this thing's got a stand. All right, now they're going to punch it. The Scared Boy, hello, good morning. Yeah, now part 4 is 100% absolutely worth your time. I mean, you shouldn't skip, you could skip the first part of part 3, because like it's split into 2 parts or whatever, and you miss nothing. So if you're really getting sick of it, and the plot actually starts moving a little bit, so that was my issue. Is like I'm just not into like the Monster of the Week thing. I mean that feels very much like a baby level shonen anime or manga. You know, just not for me. All right, so I gotta kill some Lagambi because I want to make some armor. It's gonna happen. Part 5 and part 6 you can skip. Worst parts. I started to watch part 5, and I'm not sure if I can agree with you, but I can tell you I almost immediately stopped watching it. So maybe you're right. Just like immediately I'm like, you know what? Nah. Nah. Not. You know, yeah, this is like getting real edgy and stuff. I don't know. I'm sure there's good, I mean, there's good aspects to all of them, but it's just like, eh. Part 5 is good action? I bet it does. I'm sure there's a lot of good parts of it. Not enough booba? There's not much booba in any of them. I guess part 2 is Lisa. She's pretty cute. Oh. Take this. Did I not bring pickaxes? What a loser. Oh no. I'm going to want to have some armor spheres. Do I watch it in the anime room? Yeah, I did actually. Although I've got some bad news. This is going to crush some people. The anime room is almost basically no more. Because I took that TV and I moved it into the basement. So there's really... It just doesn't have anything anymore. It's still got a bed and everything. It's got the pillow on it. You're lost on the part of JoJo? Basically, every time there's a new protagonist, that makes it a new part. So I might get some of this wrong. Part 1 is, I believe, Jonathan Joestar, the original Joestar. And it is mostly about establishing what sort of things could be possible in this world. Introduces him and Dio. Part 2 features his son? Joseph. And that really focuses on Hamon energy. Part 3 features Joseph's grandson. And that's Jotaro. And that's where stands are introduced. And it's very divisive. I mean, the majority of people, when they think about JoJo, talk about the memes. When they get into the memes, it's basically that one part 3. Part 4 is... I don't want to get into spoilers. Somebody else named Josuke. And then part 5, I don't even remember the guy's name. It's like even more... I don't think Joe is even part of his name, actually. It's like a nickname or something. Joseph is Jonathan's grandson. Yep. Look at that damage. Look at that damage from that bunny. Giovanna, thank you. Yep, that's it. Yeah, no, so for a very long time, Bring Home the Bagels, my favorite JoJo was part 2 because I just liked the clever things Joseph does with his Hammond energy. Because, like, yeah, he's got, like, special magic breathing powers, but, like, that's not his whole thing. It's, like, his whole thing is, like, the weird things he does, the clever things he does. He's funny, he's clever, he's buff. He's occasionally incredibly cowardly, but strategically incredibly cowardly. It's pretty much one of the best things. Trade Agala. So yeah, if you like seeing your anime protagonist pull things, I mean, I guess not literally, but figuratively out of their ass. That's that one. There's still a lot of memes from it, but again, for some reason, everybody gets stuck on part 3. Thinking that, you know, always quoting it for whatever reason. I don't know why. Because the first part of part 3, again, it's like it really suffers from being like, oh, we got this new concept, and like this is the only thing we're gonna work on. I heard, aren't they making Steel Ball Run? Didn't they say they're animating it, even though they were worried it was going to be really hard to animate? Look at him go! He's going so far. Part 6. Well, I like it. I go through probably like most people phases where I want to watch some anime and then I don't want to watch anime. And then what I want to watch changes. Right now I'm into, I'll just admit it, I'm into like trash. Like literal trash. I don't want to say slice of life because I don't want that. I want somebody getting in trouble with women, so I could say to myself, you are disgusting. You are a disgusting human being. You should be ashamed of yourself. I say these words to myself out loud as I'm watching it. I go like, you dog. Yeah, trash of life. Yeah, actually, that's exactly it. Yeah, I'll admit it. I'm watching it right now. I'm into it. I watch it around high school? No. Does it fit? Does it fit that premise, though? School Days level... School Days is the gold standard, in which I don't know... I don't know that I would personally ever want to watch something as bad as School Days again, but something along those lines is great. I don't want there to be that much heartbreak. I want somebody to make bad choices and then for them to be called out on it. And for there to be a horribly awkward moment where people are crying at him. You like trash harem anime? See, I don't normally like the harem. Like, I don't want it to be an actual harem. I just want there to be conflict. Yes. Just say the advice stream was a cool idea. It wasn't my idea. It was a Patreon from Noxella. I'll do it again next month if people want it. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not saying I've got the best relationship advice in the world. But sometimes it does help people to have somebody as like a sounding board. And I could do at least that much. And I think actually... having a completely anonymous question box actually did help. Because we got a lot of things. We got a lot of questions from people in like the random box, like a lot more than I thought we would. Anything get me in a suit? It's been a long time since I wore a suit jacket. But that used to be some of my favorite content to listen to. Like, I cannot disagree with their personal politics anymore. Like, I couldn't disagree with them more, but Loveline with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla was, like, amazing, amazing content for a long time. And it did have a wide variety of questions that they would feel as people would call in. Did the topics brighten a bit up? I mean, you know, occasionally, you know, we had like career advice or streaming advice, and those aren't necessarily depressing. I mean, those are like genuine questions. That being said, I mean, was there a lot of questions in regards to like, I'm depressed, I don't know what to do with my life, I can't talk to girls, stuff like that? Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of questions. There's probably about 50% of the questions. But I mean, that's, you know, that's gonna happen. Just be happy. Yeah, just be happy. Works great. It's a variety of things. Occasionally you got... It's hard to tell sometimes if some of the questions were memes or genuine. The person that wrote in and was like, I want to remove my butthole hair, but I'm nervous about people looking at it. That was pretty funny. The deep voice streamer wave a bit ago? It's never too late, Oxcole, if you're still looking to get into streaming. All the people that are big in streaming today, like, what are the chances that they'll still be streaming 5 or 10 years from now? You know, there's still always going to be a demand for new streamers. Most of the depression questions can be answered with start working out and eating. Well, I think the first thing to do is if you really genuinely think you're depressed is probably to see if you could speak to a therapist. Obviously, exercise can sometimes be the start of an effective therapy for it, but I don't... Yeah, I mean, I don't, you know, I would never even joke that exercise can just take care of everything. It can definitely help, but that's not going to fix, like, if you've got genuine, like, brain chemistry. You know, your brain just doesn't produce enough serotonin or dopamine or whatever. I mean, there's no amount of exercise you're going to do that will probably 100% fix that. Be busy with your last semester of college and some other issues at home? I'll never feel like it's too late, honestly. If it's really something that you feel like you would enjoy and enjoy doing. I don't feel like if you start it and you don't enjoy it right away, that it's the sort of thing that you can't ever come back to in the future as well, because you can. I don't even know if I needed to kill that Lagambi. Maybe not. Well, I guess I did. I needed another pellet. All right, well, that's all the Lagambi. Now we need Rangaro Vambraces. That will probably require another... Did I even kill a Volvidon in high rank? I don't even know that I did. If a realtor coming up, check out your house. Are you selling your house? Good luck. Now, I know he's weak to water. But my water dual blades kind of suck. He takes okay ice damage. Maybe I'll just use ice. Ice is just so much better on him. Make Silverlos armor. By the time I'm done making the Silverlos armor, like, I'll be done. I will have completed the challenge. That doesn't help. You like the collars? Very real. We didn't have too many meme collars. The only thing we had was Moth calling in, and for some reason, like, going way off topic and discussing, what was it, like, Sweden's economic situation? Just like, what are you talking about? Stay on topic. Soccer Mom of Doom, hello. Didn't have a question. He was just talking about the Swedish economy. It's like, okay. I'm very proud of it. I don't know what that has to do with any personal advice that you may or may not need. This is what I need. I need these hard armor spheres so badly. It was the job market in Sweden? Like, what does that have to do with anything? What is it? Like, why are we discussing the job market in Sweden? Like, okay, cool, I guess. Happy for you. Happy for your country. You have a burgeoning job market out there. Yeah, right now I'm only on the gaming PC because we got to have our thrust cam available. And I couldn't figure out a way to do it otherwise. He wanted me to co-sign the moving people across the world. Like, if you're friends with somebody and you live in the same city or town or whatever, and you both have like a fallback in case something's goes real wrong, like, I don't see there being a huge issue of moving in with like a high school buddy or a college buddy. But we're talking about moving somebody from the United States away from their country of origin. and you're both like moving out on your own for the first time, I don't know. That just seems like, that sounds dangerous. That doesn't sound like that's gonna 100% of the time work out well. I don't know. What the hell do I know? Nothing. All right, so we're gonna put on our new pieces of armor, I think, actually. I mean, my thing was like, just if they're gonna get like a, this looks great. I love the way that looks. I'm really into that. I love my little purple jacket. That's dank as hell. I kind of love it. And I'm going to get attack up large for like a small period of time. Oh, maybe not. What do I need? One more? Do I have it anywhere? I think I never wanted to fight another Rathalos. So I just never went out of my way. Where's my tacit? Oh, it just doesn't have any slots. Will I farm Cedeos or make the cat lady armor in 3U? I don't know yet. Haven't made a hard decision there necessarily. I certainly haven't like really routed out my equipment or anything else like that. Yeah, I mean, Overlord Dean, like, you just don't know. Like, what if the person shows up, like, eats all your food, doesn't do any chores, and just, like, leaves nasty dumps in the bathroom? Can we get a vote for weapon for 3U? The only vote you get is voting for Switch Axe. I mean, Switch Axe or Lance, but, like, that decision's already been made by the zeitgeist of Twitch. Like, I could run a vote, but it's just going to disappoint you. Here. I'll do it just for you. But I'm not optimistic. I think this said this was at night. Oh, you know, I need to talk to the other guy. What's limiting you to a single weapon type? Nothing, really. I mean, I could switch if I end up hating it. But, I mean, part of it is also, like, the efficiency of, like, I'm trying to get through these games reasonably quick. And if I'm switching weapons every other hunt, I mean, it's going to take us a while. Switch Axe pun? No. That wasn't deliberate. Alright, Ranguro Tora. I'll probably need to kill him twice. 3 claws, 6 torpor sacks, 3 stout bones, and 5 dragonite ores. I'm assuming the torpor sack is like a stun sack. Might need to kill him more than twice even. That'll get us evasion +2, I think. I think that's what it does for us. Sleep sacks? Oh, I might have to kill some great baggies. I could live with just evasion +1. I mean, evasion +1 is a pretty huge boost. Evasion +2 is just like a little bit better. That is a very even split on the weapons there. Perfect 50-50, so both weapons. It's going to have to be more than 50-50. Because I could be the tie-breaking vote. I mean, I could still use Lance sometimes. Like, I'll make a raw Lance, just so we can see it a little bit. It's not like it has to exist in complete obscurity. Silver Rathalos is easy in Freedom Unite compared to 3U. I had 0 issues with Rathalos in Freedom Unite. But then again, he didn't have his, you know, back hop fireball nearly as much. I do not have a Psycho Serum, nor do I have a balloon. Make a Fire Lance for underwater? I mean, it seems like a good idea, right? Isn't there an Ignactor Lance? I mean, the Dire Morales Lance would be, like, outstanding. That's not who I need to fight. That is Barra. I was like, wait a second. That's not who I'm supposed to fight. Maybe I could just do evasion +1. Just keep my Jaggy arms. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that. Let's do this. Screw it. So if I drop down to evasion +1 and I put this up to attack up medium. Really? Saying there's no way to do it? Interesting. I guess I could always just drop speed sharpening. I'm more interested in... Oh, let's get our fire dual blades out. I'm more interested in the chest piece we're making anyways. Wish you can do Freedom Online, Freedom Unite online with someone during it scares you? It's not that bad. Hi. I mean, you're gunning it anyways, right? Switch X1 and Fog put 136,000 channel points in. That's one way to suck down. All right. What, did it win by like 1 vote? DeSantis, hello. So how does this work? I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm looking to get Fortify. Black Gravios moves so fast when enraged. Yeah, I hate him too. You're voting multiple times to inflate the numbers? There was an option to vote with your channel points. You choose to use it. That's not, like, cheating necessarily. I mean, it was literally an option. Where's the guy that was in the nut suit on Saturday? He's retired from streaming. Yeah, the rich get richer. What can I say? What do you need 3 Rathalos rubies for? Is it for a weapon or the... I mean, I'm assuming a weapon and an armor set. In And Freedom Unite, right? That sounds messed up. Oh, isn't it like, was it every silver piece in Freedom Unite requires a ruby? Yeah, that's kind of messed up. Texas. You still have 500,000 channel points to waste? You mean spend wisely? It's like frame perfect wasting of a cleanser there. Yeah, no more marathon runner feels bad, but for the event quest, I'm just gonna bring 5 Mega Dash juices. Hi guys, there was an awesome Monster Hunter group video podcast back on YouTube back in the day. Is this streamer that guy? I am that guy. I gotta practice Baroth's roar. There was the Monster Hunter podcast, and then later on we did the Teamwork podcast. A little bit more partial for the Monster Hunter podcast, but Teamwork cast was still good. You missed Nick and Christian. Are you watching Tiny Game Dev, Christian's YouTube channel? Glad to see him still a Monster Hunter. More so now than ever. It's gone beyond a hobby to something that I play nearly every day. You didn't even know he had a YouTube channel. Well, not real fan, fake fan. That's okay. Got me into Monster Hunter? I mean, there wasn't a whole... I mean, nowadays, like, everyone's got a Monster Hunter channel. But back then, there was less choices, I guess. Always too early. Maybe evasion +2 would have gotten the evasion off there. This is a low rank event Baroth, by the way, so I don't really know how he's so tough. Maybe they scale him to be a little bit more like a high rank Baroth? Oh. The other Baroth is here. This is an event quest, yeah. This is supposed to be the event quest for the jacket that gives Fortify. It's called Resilience in this game. And I'm planning on when I do... I'm planning on dying in the next event quest. But 7 hours in Freedom Unite, 3 hours in Portable Third while inspired by your podcast back in the day? Hell yeah. Portable Third is such a good game. Freedom Unite is a very good game, too. You bought Try as your first Monster Hunter back in the day? Dude, Try was so good. Try is actually really hard. Like, a lot of people think back to Try as being like an easy game. Try was not an easy game. Especially like the low-ranked village. Like, Village Bear-Off does not mess. Does not play around. I do stream a good amount. Try to stream at least 40 hours a week, sometimes more, sometimes a little less. This week, I don't think I'm streaming Wednesday. If I do stream, it's going to be super early. And it'll probably be kind of short. It'll probably only be 2 hours. There's a Twitch thing going on that I got to go to. But yeah, you know, we stream. We definitely stream. You think all Monster Hunter games are difficult? I mean, relative to like quote unquote normal video games, I agree with you. It depends on if I have fried chicken or not. Yeah, well, that's true. If I go grocery shopping and I get 8-piece fried chicken and I eat too much of it, then I may not screw it. Portal Pervert is closest Monster gets to being easy? I don't know. I mean, probably part of it is because I have so many hours in it, but I do feel like World and Rise, and in some situations, although not all situations, GU. Like, obviously, like the, you know, the super deviants. Where the hell is that roar? But yeah, I mean, I would not. I wouldn't say Rise is a challenging game yet. Yeah, that being said, I cart more in Rise than pretty much any other game. But that's only because it encourages like the most sloppy, aggressive playstyle you'll ever see. It's almost funny how much it's like just do whatever the hell you feel like. And again, for World, it depends. But I mean, certainly by the time you've got Fatalis armor and, well, I mean, I guess it's not fair to compare like end game equipment. But I mean, even going back to Freedom Unite with as difficult as people say it is, like, you know, between flash bomb spam and trap spam and stuff like that, and then like, you know, gunning things, like, there's some gross stuff you can do in that game. So, Mistamitsu, if you bounced off of Rise super early, I'm 90% sure there was a patch that they put in that allowed you to increase your armor level higher, but even at the fully maxed out amount, it still feels like monsters hit a bit harder now. Iceborne is kind of like the perfect difficulty for what it should be as like the first G-rank expansion that's been inflicted on the entire planet. You know what I mean? Like in such a broad way. I mean, obviously for Ultimate, Freedom Unite and everything like that were global releases, you know, Double Cross, Genu and all that, but no game's been as popular as World, and I think they set a appropriate tone for the first most part with World. Oh, my day's going well? It's going great. Got an easy dinner plan for tonight. We got leftovers, so that'll be nice. Probably make a soup to go along with it. Dude, Bareth is brutal. There's a lot of streamers that were very experienced at Monster Hunter that Barioth took them out. Stopped after Valstrax? Well, Valstrax is for all intents and purposes, the last real content update. There's been event quests, some of which have been good, apparently. Like, there's like a Super Ibushi. I think there's a Super Narwa. This quest took longer than I thought. Maybe this would be faster with water. Tigrex pisses you off. I mean, he's one of those guys, it's like... kind of just got to play a little defensively until he gets exhausted, and then he's like the easiest monster in the game. When Jono stream, I'll be messaging him soon, actually, to coordinate Daddy stream. Nothing. I mean, Rise Kezu. I mean, it was just, that was one person. That was one guy. Allegedly, he was just memeing, but it really seems to me like a pretty genuine salt take, but I guess we'll never know. I mean, if we're talking about Freedom Unite Kezu, Freedom Unite Kezu in G rank especially is actually... he's not hard necessarily unless you literally take any hit, in which case you might just die. You know? Like, his G rank form in Freedom Unite is weird because, like, depending on how he moves, his electricity will go out at a wider or more narrow angle, and that can kind of trip you up. I mean, that's the fun part to Scared Boy. By the time you get done grinding out in one Monster Hunter game, there are enough of them out there now that you could always move on to the next one. I thought it was a meme too, Blaze, until, like, if you go to the very beginning of the stream, like, he's already, like, kind of tweaking out a little bit. Apparently, he was really upset that he didn't get an early copy. I mean, I don't know what sort of, like, person would feel entitled to get an early copy of Monster Hunter Rise. I mean, it's not like they were just handing them out like candy to anyone who wanted one. Old Kazu is easy from Remember Dose and Freedom Unite. If you gun them, he's not that bad. I need 3 of those? That's really annoying. We'll try water. Maybe it'll go faster. Kekzu? I like that. I like that a lot. What's the objective currently? I'm trying to make the armor piece that gives me Fortify. The equivalent of Fortify. I don't know where it is, though. There we go. All right, and I'm going to need 6 warm pelts. That's a little annoying. We will have attack up medium. Given how he feels about the game, the fact Capcom community actually watch streamers, why would they be surprised at no free copy? It's an interesting point, ProCal. Man, if I just had one talisman with like one slot in it, just like one, this would be a lot easier. I love the fact that Monster Hunter filters itself. I mean, I think having a very gradual curve of difficulty leading up into the end of Master Rank or High Rank or whatever is the way to do it, you know? And it's not like it's that hard in Monster Hunter to tune numbers so that it does feel that way. Between health, between damage, between speed. Those are all variables that are very easy to adjust on a per monster basis, per quest basis, if you really wanted. Is this still Portable Third? We're trying to finish the fight. Very good. And my plan, it might be a bad one, is to get Fortify on my chest piece and die early on so that we've got 10% additional attack. And I think it'll actually give us more evasion, or more defense as well. I think it also scales your defense. Does 3 have a farm? It has like a little farm, but honestly, it's kind of like the trading carts in 4th gen. Because you just have 3 cats doing pretty much everything. This is, I think, the last best farm in the series, come to think of it. And it really is a very good farm. Who was crying about a free copy? I mean, it was a little... I'll just use the word like slop. It was a little inconsistent, a little sloppy on who would get an early copy and who didn't. Can I recommend a resource for Freedom Unite similar to Kiriniko? You got to kind of piece it together a little bit. I'll give you a website for weapons. For armor, you got to look up Athena's ass. And then for monster damage, you got to go to GameFAQs. And you gotta piece all of that together, and then you'll get yourself a comprehensive resource of everything. But that'll give you your weapons. Athena's ass will give you your armor. And then GameFAQs will give you the hit zones. Let me know if you need links to those other things, or chat could probably handle it as well. Yeah, I mean, ZMTL, you can link him anything, or slide to his DMs and give it to him that way as well. I mean, it doesn't bother me either way. You have the ass already? All right, so you're almost there. So you just kind of want, you know, GameFAQs for hit zones or life pools and stuff like that. If you're struggling on where to find items, I think I had to use the fandom wiki for that, and it sucks. Yeah, you can post it. Subs can post links. Only non-subs can't post links. And that's just so we can stop the porn bots. We'll see if this is any better. This might be better. At the very least, the Baroth won't have any mud on him. But they were pretty beefy. I mean, it took 10 minutes for a low rank quest. I mean, that's kind of crazy. I mean, this is you know, I mean, it's not the best water weapon in the game. I mean, that would be Black Nactor, but can subs still post porn links? No. Someday. I'm protecting you from Twitch TOS. Direction. I like how this head lets me see my guy's like weird facial hair. Well, the other one's already here. That was fast. Kind of screwed me up a little bit. I just stick with this one? I don't really care if that other one runs away. I want to fight them in an area where they might actually mud themselves again. So hard to dodge that roar. It is weirdly delayed. Like, it comes out later than it looks. Managed to clear Naked Elatron the other day? Oh, no. No, we're going to be doing it tomorrow morning. I've got a thrust stream that I want to do. And I feel like naked thrusting is kind of fitting. I actually did spend a little bit of time remaking some Safi weapons, though. I made Fire Safi dual blades as well as Ice Safi dual blades. Big change is I just added one Safi upgrade of sharpness to them. Because getting caught in blue against Elatron is really bad in case you accidentally hit the chest and you start bouncing. It'll also kind of help damage as well. Being in white sharpness is kind of a nice boost for our raw overall compared to blue. And then I'm going to use the specific elemental charms. So I'm going to use Fire 5 or Ice 5 as my charm slot. And then the actual decoration is going to be Fortify Evasion. Can you add skills to the weapons in the challenge? I'm not sure if I understand that question. What? Does Portable Third have more quests than a typical base low high rank game? I would say so. It certainly has some of the most required fights in the game to get through high rank. Because you have a lot of required subspecies and you can't fight those subspecies until you've cleared the base species. Oh, skills to the weapons. Yeah, I'll if you got a deco slot, you can use the deco slot. So I'm going to use charms and decos. And augments, obviously. Officer Honks, thank you. I mean, the augments are all just like element anyways. I mean, in theory, I could probably put like affinity on for like a little bit more raw damage, but obviously topples are always nice anyways. Is it better to slot protective polish and use wet fish instead of sharpness augment? That'd be great, but I don't have any armor. I mean, I could get rid of my my level 4 slot, but I kind of want to put Fortify in that. Assuming I die, an extra 10 or 20% raw damage is going to go a long way. But yeah, I mean, in a general... Sure, I mean, yeah, in a general sense, that could be nice. You also have to remember I'm naked, so... time spent sharpening is time spent potentially vulnerable to Elatron, like, doing bad things to me. Even a single sharpen, if you're naked, I mean, all it takes is just being grazed by literally anything. It's only, elemental damage is obviously necessary in Elatron. But that being said, he's not very weak to element. Hi, Shep. If I'm someone who didn't really like World Unreleased and was skeptical of Iceborne and Rise, would you recommend to give World another try or give Rise a real shot? At this point, I would wait for Rise to come out on PC. Unless you're not a PC gamer. Iceborne is way better now. than it was on release. The existence of the Shaver Deco and Shaver Charm, along with double tenderized length, really changes the game in a great way. And also, if you're on PC and you just hate the concept of Claw Stagger, you could very easily mod that out. Type in exclamation, is it Clagger in chat? I mean, you don't even need the one-hit tenderize mod anymore. I mean, obviously, if you want to use that and save yourself a charm slot, you can. But I feel like if it's available in-game, it makes a lot more sense to use what's available in-game. Shaver comes too late. I mean, it depends on how much you rush through Master Rank. This is definitely going to take longer with water than it did with fire. You got on Xbox? Even on Xbox, you know, with the Shaver Deco, like, you're fine. Didn't Capcom nerf hitboxes in Ice Storm to make people use Clutch Claw? I wouldn't say that the hitboxes have really been nerfed at all. I mean, they gave us Claw Stagger. And there is no getting rid of that, unfortunately. Isn't there a mod with improved hit zones and no tenderize at all? Well, you're starting to get into some pretty intrusive stuff at that point. I mean, there's the ice mod that rebalances monsters in a way that you don't have to use tenderize, but yet tenderize is still in there, which is a little interesting that that you would even give an advantage to tenderizing at all if you're already weakening their hit zones. To me, I mean, ice, like, I like the concept of it, but when I've played it, it felt too much like a cheat mod, like it was making the game too easy. Like, it felt more like a lot of people were like, we feel like the game is too hard. It felt to me like they thought the game was actually too hard, because why would you make the game easier? Ice changes tenderizing to only be +5, but I mean, it's like not always, I don't know. But then they've changed hit zones, so I mean, yeah, I mean, it's better now. Like, you still find, I mean, the fact that tenderizing does anything, it completely, the whole point of it would be, if it was, you will never tenderize in this game ever again, I would get it. But it is instead like, you will still get bonus damage. So you're still going to do it. You know? Now you're still doing it. Now you're still always tenderizing all the time. You're thinking to yourself in your head, I don't need to tenderize, but now you're still tenderizing. Comes out so late. I mean, everything that I felt in Rise felt like it was overtuned for no particular reason. Like, if I was really struggling with the game and, like, I needed the game to be easier, I guess I'd probably play Ice. But I just don't, I don't feel like it's that hard. Removing Claw Stagger is a really good change. A Hex mod made the game harder in a lot of situations. Some situations it was not. It was messed up. I mean, I remember there was one version of his mod that made slicing ammo inadvertently have 32 times break damage. People were like soloing KT and like, wow, KT is so easy. The weapons were under experimental balancing? I mean, I don't know. I think any adjustment to make any weapon stronger. Not even counting the changes to tenderizing, it just doesn't appeal to me, because like I said, it sounds like it makes the game easier, and I don't know why I'd play a game that's easier. I mean, I could already get rid of Claw Stagger on its own without making other things easier, so I don't know. You know, maybe if there was like an option that just kind of changed the way Gunlance shelling worked, so I didn't have to deal with the butt plug, that would be nice. If they default in the mod made it so that you couldn't even put mantles on anymore, that could be interesting. Just delete mantles. If that was part of the package, I would be okay with that. Every shell is just insta butt plug. Yeah, I don't think the butt plug was ultimately a good design decision for Gunlance, because in a game that already had laundry lists, I don't feel like you need another laundry list. Personally. I wouldn't mind a mod that nerfed Echo Note a little bit. But I think the changes go in and they like make like all the sword puffs crit and do elemental damage. And if that's the only change they made to them, it didn't nerf them in another way, I worry that they'd be overpowered. I mean, butt plug is cool if you're playing with like 4 Gunlance people and everybody's dropping butt plugs and setting them off with full normal bursts. That's pretty cool. So Ice buffed Echo Note. Thank you. So much luck. Yeah, definitely water was a poor choice. At least certainly not any faster than fire. What monsters do I have left in Portable Third? I've got silver and gold. I'm trying to make a special set for them. Yeah, so like element and status on Wormstick, that sounds like a really good choice. Gunlance is probably the one it needs the most reflection on in world. Because sometimes it does feel a little bit like Gunlance is this legacy weapon they feel obligated to continually include, but nobody really wants to work on it. Try raw dual blades. Honestly, the raw dual blades in this game don't have that much more raw damage than just elemental dual blades. No, I mean, fire got them done in about 10 minutes. I mean, these are just some very tanky low-rank barrels. I mean, I'm just assuming this is a low-rank event quest that is still supposed to be somewhat valid in high rank, which is kind of neat, I guess. Imagine if every low-rank quest in Rise felt like a high-rank quest, and then every high-rank event quest felt like a quasi-master rank quest. That's pretty nice. I don't think we're going to get 2 tickets, but if we do, we'll be very lucky. No. How monsters have high thresholds for stagger and stuff? In general, yeah. What is my most used weapon in Monster Hunter World? I'd say Insect Glaive is probably like my fallback weapon, but I use everything. Like, you know, Insect Glaive might have another couple hundred uses compared to other things, but it's definitely not that much higher than everything else. You know, I like Sword and Shield, I like Dual Blades, I like Switch X, I like Bow. Didn't I give you, like, not a pollen? And I like Insect Glaive in World. I like it a lot, actually. It feels very nice. If there's one weakness, is Tornado Slash feels like it tends to the too powerful. For how much damage it does and how mobile it is, how safe it feels. Outside of that, it's the perfect weapon. I like the bug buffing. I really like Glaive in 4th Gen when flying monsters were actually annoying. Yeah, they're a bit less annoying in World, aren't they? Wow, we're far way away. I'm getting mining point 3, huh? Yeah, I think World Bow is fine. I mean, did it tend to feel like a little bit too powerful? Yeah, but I mean, whatever. Rise Insect Glaive doesn't feel the same. When I play Rise Insect Glaive, I feel like I'm just spending 15 minutes in the air and then dropping on the monster and then sometimes doing a ground combo when they're on the ground. That's how I feel. Is that real? You know, is that the way it should be? I don't know. Maybe not, but it's so safe to be in the air and you deal so much damage with your final stab attack. And then it's just like playing the game of, will the monster's attack have like a crazy infinite skybox? I do like the flow of World Bow better than I like Rise Bow. But I do have to say that playing with gyro aim on bow is a lot of fun. So how you feel about dual blades? In Rise or in World? I think World dual blades are great. Don't have any complaint with those. Maybe I should send my cats to, like, go for Kelby or something. I have to fight Kelby. In Rise, the issue with Rise dual blades is that, like, pop-up aerial attack has, like, way too many iframes. I don't even know why it has iframes. That was a mistake. And it does pretty good damage. So you just see tons of people just spamming it nonstop. You don't have to play the game that way. But you can play it that way. And if you get lucky, you can end up getting some very fast times and some very good runs. I don't see any point in that. I mean, it's like having, you know, a dial temporal mantle doesn't really make the game fun. What's left of this game? Silver and gold. Right now I'm trying to make the leather jacket for Fortify. We're going to be using Fortify in this one quest against silver and gold. It's actually going to be silver and gold and Duramboros and Zinogre and Nargacuga. It's like a 5-monster multi-hunt quest. Why did I go that way? Why am I using these dual blades? I'm making a lot of bad decisions. I'm supposed to use the fire ones. So yeah, and they appear to all have nearly full life. So like you're really on the ball for like killing them in, I mean it's 5 monsters, so you've got 10 minutes. You carve mega potions from them. There's a quest with both of them. I don't really want to do the quest where I'm fighting them both in the arena if I could avoid it. I mean, I could, but that quest, from what I remember, is like kind of like G-rank scaled, and I don't even have a talisman with even a level 1 slot on it. That quest is so hard. I don't know. Maybe I was just traumatized as, like, you know, person when I played it. But, you know, they're both in the arena. Like, I'd rather go through the Narga, Zinogre, Durhamboros just so I could fight them in a normal area. The last time I did the quest, we got up to silver. But I was using water dual blades. The water dual blades is just not good in this game. It would have been good on them, but by the time I got to them, like, we didn't have any time left. So... Misty Peak ones, yeah, it goes Narga to... I think it goes Narga, Zinogre, Durhamboros, and then silver and gold land at the same time. So you even have to bring, like, I mean, you don't have to, but you should probably bring dung bombs. My problem with Rise Dual Blades is the dash. I mean, the dash has been around since, what? Portable 3rd. It's definitely something you got to get used to. This will be our last one, hopefully. Well, it will definitely be. The ticket should be guaranteed. I mean, the cool thing about Rise is between rampage skills and between armor skills, there's a lot of, like, really fun, really unique setups you can do that don't have to involve spamming all the damage skills in the game. Protective Polish Switch Axe is fun? Oh yeah, Protective Polish on Switch Axe is amazing. Yeah, no, I for the most part, I preferred using Protective Polish as my sharpness management in Rise. Partially because of how easy they make it to get speed sharpened +3. Yeah, I like that there's no... I mean, not that the game needs it. Like, I like that there's no health augment. Granted, they really buffed Mega Potions, but outside of that... Right, no Vitality either. And you get all these level 1 slots if you do want to go Element. It's kind of nice. Is old school health regen effective in Rise? Like red health? I'm pretty sure there's red health in the game. Yeah, I mean, you can balance Mega Potions as long as you balance how much damage the monsters are doing. The only thing that's difficult to balance is the insta-recover, insta-heal. Not that it's that different in the older games, like starting in, whatever, 4U, when you could start delaying your stand animation. Oh, the Nergigante passive? No. No, that's not in Rise. Doesn't Chameleon's soul ability and weapons have a small chance of healing you? It is so low it may well not even exist. I think it's got a cooldown of like something like 90 seconds. And every 90 seconds, like, it's just going to randomly give you a buff anyways. When did the other Rathlos just like walk away? Which weapons I'm using for 3U? Please don't say Switch Axe. I mean, people voted today and it was 50-50 between Switch Axe and Lance. I'm going to try and make the Switch Axe interesting. Like, I am not going to be up, down, butt boy. I'm going to try and use the full weapon. I'm not going to say sword only. But I'm going to try and keep my, my sword mode to like elemental discharge, I think, and then stay in axe mode outside of that. And I was planning on using elemental file, at least when I'm getting my endgame weapons. But it's not going to be non-stop up down. No. Yeah, it just takes time. Do you remember how awful the upgrade paths are in early 3U? I remember in Try, you need like some ridiculous number of Earth Crystals. I'm assuming 3U is a little bit more bearable. And by bearable, I mean like, you know, Arzuros is in the game. We can make it the Arzuros Poison Switch Axe. That could be neat. What about 4U? 4U is a little bit ways away. I was thinking Greatsword on that one. I think Greatsword is a interesting choice. It's very powerful without being like broken or broken feeling. We will likely make a Fire Lance in 3 Ultimate just for underwater fights. Is 4U Switch Axe too strong? I don't think so. The only weapon that I feel like is overpowered in 4U is Insect Glaive. I mean, you know something's up when Moss, who usually always plays Charge Blade, does his best speed run with Insect Glaive. Gonna use for GU. Might do Longsword again. Maybe like Valor or Guild Longsword. Guild Longsword with like Sakura Slash and Critical Juncture. Toad was talking about it, and I remember running it like that before, and it's a lot of fun. How many monsters still missing this game? 3. You find it weird that Dual Blades locks you into long animations? I mean, that's a personal decision if you get stuck in a... into a long animation. A lot of them can be canceled by evading or demonizing. Oh, we are not doing Gun Lance and GU. No way. And I love that weapon. Yeah, any of the dances, I mean, there's no canceling out. I mean, maybe you do that. You don't have to do it. The full triangle combo is like not terrible damage. Wait to see me finish World in like 2 days. It'll take like a week. Because like we're doing like things like Extremith. We're gonna be doing like Ancient Leshen. You know, I'm gonna have to farm up some gear. Sword and Shield G would be neat with oils. I hate oils though. That's the issue. That's the problem. I do not like oils at all. Once you get Chaos Oil, like they're a little bit more tolerable, but before Chaos Oil. I don't normally like things. Hunting Horn is okay, but I don't normally like playing weapons, or if there's games with mechanics that's like, do all these things before you walk up and hit the monster. And sword oils is always like, I always gotta grease up my sword before I fight the monster. The movie collab goes away next month. Wow. It's just gone? Are they going to give us another way of getting the equipment at all? Rise will be a week. World might be a week and a half. I mean, you have to remember, like, Ancient Leshen, Kolv, you know, Safi, stuff like that. I mean, those are all things that... Those are going to take time. Some of the monster armor pieces are actually kind of okay for when you get them. Want to be Mia Jojovic together? I mean, I'm assuming if you have the equipment unlocked, it'll still be there. Unless I have a method you haven't seen before, Ancient Leshen is going to give me a new hole to show chat. It's definitely possible. ProCow did it. ProCow might have done it with high rank gear. I'll be right back. I got to use the bathroom. But yeah, it's still going to be hard. Even with like Fatalis armor, I'm assuming it'll still be hard. The other interesting thing about World is, even if we make Fatalis armor, you know, like what our deco is going to look like, you know? I don't think Fatalis has 65,000 HP solo plot hole. Single scaled, I think he's closer to like 40,000. But he's got, you know, Ancient Leshen's got really good hit zones, so I don't think it's that bad. Ever played the original Monster Hunter on PlayStation 2? Yeah. I've got a saved VOD on my channel of it if you're interested in seeing it. We just played it last month. Oh, 2 months ago, I guess. Fatalis is 66,000 health. Really? Doesn't feel like he's got that much. Maybe it's because of like the cannons and everything else. I guess I gotta use like a sword and shield. Because I'm going to have to actually do something with these Kelby. Like, I'm going to have to knock them out. I don't know if you could, like, randomly carve their horns or not. Brickpool, good evening? What part of the world is it good evening for you? Precious Stones, have a good night. Wallbang does 2,500 as well. Not that you get too many wallbangs, but you definitely get probably between like 4 and 5 of them. Amatsuolo makes Silverlos armor. We're working on killing a Silverlos. You enjoyed the advice stream. Thank you. It was fun. We'll do another one at the end of the month. We'll do one at the end of November. Somebody was like saying like, I hope he doesn't do them too often. But I would say for the most part the reception was positive. Should you deal like 30% of his health if you land everything with heavy artillery, cannons, ballista, and dragonator? Possibly more. It was very insightful. Thank you. I mean, I'm not gonna claim to be like a guru or an expert on anything. My advice would be doubt anyone that claims to be too much of an expert or too much of a guru on anything. But I mean, I know a little bit about a lot of things, I guess. Ballista only does 20,000? What, with heavy artillery? If you get it 3 times on the chest? I feel like that could be almost like 30,000. It's a crazy amount. What about Crimson and White Fatalis mods? I mean, I've beaten both of them. I'm not a huge fan of the Crimson. White's okay. Once a month? Yeah, well, like I said, we'll probably do another one at the end of the month. I don't know that I necessarily want to turn this into an advice podcast stream, but it's fun for a little change every once in a while. Once every 2 months you feel is better? That just sounds like you don't like it. That just sounds you don't like you don't like the advice stream. You do it every 2 months. May as well do it every once a year. Chaos, hello. But I mean, whatever, man. I mean, I don't need to do it every month. Can I read Reddit? Am I the asshole? That would be fun to go through that and give advice in that situation. I feel like after a while I'm gonna be getting the same questions over and over. I mean, that's kind of the nature of, you know, radio style call-in shows, in that a lot of times you're getting people on there that they hear advice, but they don't necessarily apply it to themselves, and so they ask the same question. Is instant upslash from guard in portable third? It's in it's all the way back in DOS actually. There's an input that does the instant upslash. Is Gilly Mental Cannon Start still the way to go to the start of Fatalis? I mean, it can be. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. If you're playing multiplayer, it's maybe not as necessary. Unbanned stream? No. I'm not giving anyone that ate a ban. I don't want them to feel entitled to any more joy. Second gen is a weird delay in the upslash for you? Maybe in Freedom Unite. But I know in DOS it's instant. Destin Oval, thank you. I mean, we got the horns. We might get enough horns that we can end up doing this quest twice, and I'm assuming the rewards are going to have the pelts. See me haters in the contents, the ultimate revenge? You know what it is, though, Moldy McGee? What it actually is it's like 70 or 80% of people that typed a racist comment in chat that got banned, that is just going to still remain banned. And then 20% of chat, you know, I mean, well, 15% people that just typed the single word bald in chat and then I banned them. So it sounds good, but like, do you want to give like that many racists that much of a platform? I don't think so. I certainly don't. So that's not really, that's kind of why I don't want to do it. So, I think you underestimate the number of people that get banned for their some racist comment for one or the other. Andre Lazo, hello. Well, I don't see any more Kelby, so I guess we just got to finish the quest. What if you did you're all right. And here's all right. So what? You want the greatest hits of looking at racist Twitch comments? Not here. Sorry. Go somewhere else. And invariably, the comment is like, oh, I didn't mean that. It's either I don't understand why I was banned after saying something clearly racist, or it's like, oh, I didn't mean that in a racist way. It's like, all right, fine. Prove it somewhere else, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to make their problem into my problem. I just ban them again? Or I just keep them banned? It's really easy, actually. You ban them once, and then every once in a while, I log into the moderator review, and I see them asking to be unbanned, and I just say no. Yeah, and well, you certainly don't want to be like featuring racist comments on stream, especially if like, you're choosing to show that on stream. I mean, that's really riding the line of TOS for you as a streamer anyways. That's a bit power trippy. I didn't ask for it. Twitch unilaterally decided to put in an unban request. I didn't go out of my way to do it. It's not my choice. Twitch decided to add that as a feature. Don't look at me, man. I didn't ask for it. Oof. That's going to be rough to level that up all the way. What am I drinking? Water. Tap water. Can I show hole? We're going to be showing hole tomorrow, actually. God, I just need like... Oh, there is a single slot there. Oh my god. That changes everything. I think. Alright, that might... Jesus. I look like such a boomer. Oh, no, actually. I need 2 slots. Wait. No, I don't. Is charm farming even a thing? I think in this game, for the most part, you would mine. Ideally, you would get miner and you would... sorry, explorer, and you would mine in that way. Or you can just go through the volcano and mine a bunch there normally, and you'll still get some. Have I played Skyrim before? Yeah, I like Skyrim. Skyrim's neat. I've never done a stream of Skyrim before. I think it could be good content. Very cool build. I'm planning to die. What would be your gift from the gods charm to get? I don't know the good charms in Portable Third. I mean, if I could get something with, like, attack 10 on it, that'd be sweet. But I don't even know if there's attack 10 in this game. I think there is stuff like element, like ice element plus 10 and stuff, though. Which monster am I prepping to fight? I'm planning on fighting 2 at the same time. Silver Rathalos and Gold Rathian. And we're actually getting very close. The only thing that's going to change is, like, I want to get 5 dash juices, 5 dash extracts. And also, like, my armor's kind of weak. Yeah, Lansoff, I think I enjoy mining for charms in GU more than I enjoyed farming Bracky. Like, Bracky was obviously, like, the best time. But, like, you just throw something on TV or YouTube or whatever and just, like, mine away for charms. And it wasn't that bad. So, yeah, I mean, we've got... I wish I had more defense. Yeah, no, you never really want to make one monster like the best way of getting anything, because then people are just going to spam the hell out of it and get bored of it and get mad. Let's turn all of our armor stones into purple. I don't think I've got many of them, but I know I got a couple. Okay. That went slightly better than I thought it would. Alright, neat set. Still need more combo materials. This guy's not really helping. All right, we're actually getting very close to 15 flash bombs. What exactly is the problem with Rise? There's not necessarily a lot of people that have explained it very succinctly, but it really comes down to the end game, in that decorations are no longer farmed randomly. So you can craft them, which reduces the RNG on that a lot. And then your talismans are farmed randomly, but the method through which you farm them involves just putting monster parts into a cat, and then you get them at like a little trickle after every quest, whether you succeed or not. They could add as many monsters as they want to the game, but in terms of there being like a satisfying power treadmill, as soon as you get one decent talisman, you kind of are done. There's still like certain very unique, very specific talismans out there that are going to stand out way in ahead of even like your best all-around talisman. But A, you don't really need them, and B, the method through which you get them is literally like physically just annoying. Physically, you have to walk up to the cat and go through this Excel simulation. Which, as much as I enjoy Excel, like, even I have my limits. So what you will do, like if you really want to min-max your charm grind, is you'll fight an endgame monster, get a lot of high-value items from them, or you can do the rampage. Doesn't really matter. Each parts and tickets, whatever, from rampages and monsters are worth different points. So you just get a lot of good points, you know, killing the monsters a bunch, and then you go to the arena quest that has Rajang, and you just let him kill you, just to advance time, and you let him kill you like whatever 5 or 10 times in a row, and then you collect all your talismans, and then you just start over again. You like the talisman farm better than the deco farm? You're going to like it better because talismans can be a lot more unique and a lot more interesting. The issue is with craftable decorations and the skill system being as powerful as it is, there's just a lot less. You just need so much less variety. As a player, it's going to be less frustrating, but in some ways, the frustration of waiting to be able to min-max your set because you got your final elemental deco or attack deco or weakness exploit deco or crit boost deco really changes things. And it's not even like we're looking at, you know, Iceborne with its level 4 decos that have a lot more variety. We're looking at Rise, which has like, you know, 1, 2, and 3 slots. Just craft up your weakness exploit, crit boost, attack stuff, and then you're done. Playstyle you like better, World or Rise? I like bits of both of them. If I could only pick one, I guess I'd pick World, but like I don't think Rise is a bad game. I think Wirefall Recovery is too powerful, but I don't know that that necessarily is like too heavy of a hit on the game overall. I didn't like Rampages in particular. Honestly, of all the people I know, I probably like the Rampages more than I dislike them, but I would still say they're not great content. Because once you've done like a couple of them, like you've kind of done them all. Again, like there's really no losing in a Rampage unless you're really crapping your pants. That's not good. You know, if it were just the final wave as a quest type, it would probably be okay. Not sure if it's worth the price. If you're getting it on PC, it's worth the price because there'll be mods that will change the gameplay around a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting. Hey, look at all this dash extra. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to actually, like, play the game now. I think I got it. Rampage is so messy on the Switch. I mean, I think the performance is actually pretty impressive, like for what they are able to pull off. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on screen, and the fact that Switch is running it at all is kind of miraculous. I mean, they really got the portable teams working on it or something, because they were doing like magic. Harder to dodge? I never felt like dodging is that bad in Rise. Voisin. Thank you. Voisin art. Much appreciated. Prime Gape sub there. Oh, please. Guys, I want this to be over so badly. So last time we did this quest, we used water dual blades, which I think that was a mistake. I was thinking of being able to use them and have them be like more effective on like gold and silver, but I think ice ends up just being a decent amount of more raw damage, and it's just better on Dornboros, Narga, and Zinogre. Not even that ice is that great on Zinogre in these old games, but once he's charged up, it does something. But it's just like the raw damage is so much better. It has so much better blue sharpness. The only thing this set is going to be really missing is Marathon Runner, but we're going to have 5 dash juices. And I don't normally stay in Demon mode the entire time anyways. Is Extreme Behemoth killable in base world? Sure. Trying to lose belly fat, but pizza is just too delicious. Yeah. That's okay. I'm not judging you. But it is hard. For sure. It's a little bit harder with high rank gear now because of the way that maximum might and weakness exploit got nerfed. So we're going to have 20 more raw. Going to have a little bit more blue sharpness. And then I think our element's going to be a little bit better. Question is how quickly do I want to die? Do I just want to try and die immediately? Kind of. Clusters got nerfed too. True, clusters were pretty good against Extremith. Penguinzilla. Thank you. You're here just in time for the thick, juicy content. I really hope this goes well. I've spent so much of this stream getting ready. But, like, these are all... We're in a good place. Not gonna need that, not gonna need that. It's actually debatable whether or not I even need to bring the life powder. Sometimes I just like to bring the life crystals. Bet? We'll set up the bets in a second, yeah. Just so people know what they're betting on. This is the event we're going for. This one right here. Antidotes? Dude, it'd be kind of nice to put together herbal medicine. Just in case. The hell's bets? Here we go. Do they spawn together? They do. They do spawn at the same time. So you kind of sort of want to bring some dung bombs. Eva Crow, thank you. Last time I doubted and I smurfed it. Well, you don't know. Not gonna lie, you might die. Well, we got up to Silver Rathalos last time. The issue was, like, I was playing under mega pressure. Like, omega pressure. Because you just don't have any time. I didn't have enough time. I feel like we're in a slightly better place. See you after this short break from our sponsor. If I could find the goddamn dashboard. There we go. I think I'm carting at least 2 times. I might deliberately cart at the very beginning. Trying to see if I've got... I might just get some max potions instead of these gourmet fish. No, just do that. Oh, I already have them? I think I'll get the gourmet fish anyways. I don't know. They just take so long to eat. What are the top 3 weapons you'd recommend in Freedom Unite? Top isn't the most fun? Longsword is fun and different. I mean, longsword, hammer, greatsword are like the ones that feel like are different but the same. I don't really like dual blades in 2nd gen. Sword and shield is fine. It feels a little bit weak. Lance is fine. I mean, if you like evasion. Maybe just bring Might Seeds. What's wrong with Gen 2 dual blades? Probably nothing. Probably just I don't understand them. I'd have to really sit down with them for a while. TikTok ad was on brand. Oh, hole behind the cabinet. Just Demon Dance spam. It's probably not just Demon Dance spam, but I'd have to really look at it. A lot of times people devalue dual blades to Demon Dance spam, but it's I don't think it's ever really the best choice. My biker grandpa now. A little bit. Defender's what I wanted. What about Rise Dual Blades? Rise Dual Blades has a lot of things going on. I don't think you could really, you know, diminish Rise Dual Blades into much of anything. It could be hopping spam, or it could be like playing the game kind of as intended. Maybe what I'll do, kind of thinking of like trying to fight the Nargacuga normally, and then after I've killed him, getting like something to kill me. I don't know. He actually takes, like, some ice damage on his face. Oh, I just pushed the button, too. Like, I'm okay with him killing me. Like, I'm not gonna heal. Well, let's just see. We are at 245. All right, now we're at 270. So that was an extra 25 true raw. Our defense went up a lot too. Our defense is now 367, excuse me? Oh, it was only 367 because we were a little dead. Okay. All right, this should be more than enough raw to get through this quite a bit faster. Knock it off. It's hard because, like, you really, really want to go for the face. But obviously it's, you know, it's Narga. Oh, I was recovering. That's the hard thing with, like, dual blades. Is sometimes you gotta play it like mega tweakers. To the point where, like, you're mashing buttons to, like, cancel things early. I just die anyways. Get that second Fortify proc done nice and early. Assuming he's going to 7? Yeah. Wow, looks like Fortify does stack with Might Seeds in this. Yeah, so Archdemon mode, this gauge was added in this game, Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. Okay. Definitely a little bit ahead of schedule. I mean, I know Freedom Unite definitely had the challenge of Super Pound being like especially powerful on Hunting Horn. Yeah, I thought, you know, an extra 25 damage could go a long way for, or 10% damage go a long way for the dual blades. Excuse me. Mega Dash Juice must be mandatory in Freebie Night Dual Blades? I mean, they were still good for Element, but again, I haven't played enough Freebie Night Dual Blades to really say. I can say for Portable Third, it's really nice to be in Demonized mode, but it doesn't feel mandatory. The biggest thing almost is, the bonus 15% raw. We're about to get ourselves our second proc of Fortify. It's pretty close. She card again for the extra damage? It would be an extra 10% damage. I know nobody's going to believe me, but being in non-Demonize in Portable Third really doesn't feel that bad. Like, it could be way, way worse. I don't know if he starts at 6, or I don't know if he starts at 5. Our team is supposed to give its own buffs? I think it depends on the game. I know in this game you get 15% more raw if you're in proper Demonized mode. Hello, Zenogre. That went a little bit farther. How come we don't have 2 cats in World? I think they wanted it to be like a much deeper connection with your cat in World. More so than any of the other games. And so you just get one highly customizable cat. And the cat is very powerful in World, so it's also probably for balance reasons. I would say 4U does a good job of building your relationship with the cat. We're getting hit here. Woo! Oh, usually I'm able to just like weave through that. Oh, shoot. Does he do the breakdance after that? No. Only after a trip, right? This sucks. Ooh. I must have hit him a lot. Hind lanes are stronger? He feels very balanced in Portable Third. Like, he doesn't feel unfair in any way. Feeling the lack of stamina a little bit, though. He's also just like, he's just not that weak to element. Oh, this sucks. Get me stuck in that corner. Definitely feeling like it's going a lot smoother than the last time we did this. I mean, we're definitely getting them under the 10-minute mark. Isn't he weaker to ice when charged? He's used a shock trap. He's one monster out of a quest of 5. So I'm not going to, like, blow my proverbial load of bringing a shock trap just to charge him up, just to do a little bit more damage to him. Hopefully we do a little bit better against Dobo Belk. He takes some ice damage to his legs. He definitely takes more ice damage than he does take water. And with Fortify and Attack Up Medium, we should be hitting like we're using Rod Tool Plates anyways. So I'm not super worried. Well, definitely we were more prepared this time. See, I came in with the impression that, like, monsters were going to have reduced health in this quest, and it just doesn't feel like that's the case. Let me at those humps. Ooh! Drumboros variant? I mean, we had the subspecies, right? But I guess it's not the same thing as like a proper variant. Done no spinning. Shame I missed that first spin. The hump shoots fire. It gets a little steamy. Oof. About to proc Fortify again at this point. Yasha Kitten, hello. We are doing the last hardest quest I need to do. After this, it's just going to be a victory lap on Crimson Kuropeko. Oof. Actually almost memed on. Yes! Finally. Wow. He's dead already? Holy crap, that was fast. Yo, we still have 27 minutes left. Why did I save Crimson Kuropeko for last? He's my favorite monster. Guess the ice damage added up or something. I don't know. So we still have one cart available to leave room for Joe? I mean, we've already killed Joe, but we could kill... I mean, maybe we can kill one. Dude, yeah, he didn't spin at all. It's just going to be a victory lap with Crimson Kuropeko. This is still going to be very difficult. We have minus 12 fire resistance. And before I tripled to Crimson? My pleasure. No, I don't want to grab that. Ugh! Jesus, I don't know what's going on with these flash bombs, but they are not hitting the way I would like them to. Does a lot of spinning for what should be a very powerful monster. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that elemental defense down did a bit of a number on us. I think it was part of the reason we died. Don't count all of your silver Rathalos before they hatch, chat. We are only stronger now. Our raw is 300. It's actually filling me with motivation. It is so much raw. That is a ridiculous amount of raw. This is not a balanced skill. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like a G rank raw. Like, even at green sharpness, like it's gonna hit pretty hard. I don't know if maybe I should have gone for the gold Rathian first, if only like in the sense that like with gold Rathian, I probably have a better chance of killing her than silver. I mean, we still don't have really any defense, and like one hit from silver from his fireball will likely kill us. $300 raw is going to help a lot. Technically 312 raw right now. Just gonna take a little breather out of that. I don't want both of them being there. Silver just... No. Hate the homing claw? I don't hate it because it's always like an opportunity for the most part. Oh, I mean, if you came into the stream expecting me not to zone, I got something else for you. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. That's done. By the way. I mean, we just killed Silver. Like, even in the worst case scenario, which is we cart to Gold Rathian, like, we can mark him off the list. Jesus. Yeah, we had bets going for like 5 minutes before the quest started. Flash bombs just never feel quite as good on Rathian as they do on Rathalos. I think I'm gonna dip out for a second, heal, sharpen, Oh, I mean, Rathalos is like always in the air. It's so annoying. Yes. Do this. Zaib? Is your cat typing for you? How we doing on time? 14 minutes? Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it'll be 3U tonight. At this rate. Not sure if we used the evasion +1 much at all. I guess it probably helped out a little bit. So much like little tiny tramples. I'm assuming it's going to 6. She actually might be getting exhausted. Oh, she's going to 9. How many carts? We're down 2 carts, but consequently our attack is currently 312, and this is the last monster, yeah? The second cart, honestly, was not intentional. She does that 3 times in a row? Excuse me? Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Let's go. Let's go, finally. Ah. Ah. It would be nice if my cats would, like, help out by, like, dropping, does she even poison tail swing in her eyes? I'm not sure what attack you're talking about. She does her backflip. There is no Gold Rathian in Rise. There is a Apex Rathian. No Pink and Rise either, nope. You love to see it. You love to see it. It took almost 40 minutes. Flex on them. Ah, it feels so good. What was it? What was the split between believers and doubters? Oh, almost all believers. Wow. Who was the biggest believer? Railgun. DeSantis with the biggest doubter. Not even a single 100,000 point doubter. Wow. I don't even have the energy to insult the doubters. It's like kicking someone while they're down. It's okay. Hard quest made... Ooh. That would have been easier before this quest. Thunder is arguably, like, the thing you would hope for the most in this quest. But I just didn't want to, like, farm up an emerald. It's about time? I mean, thank you, Chon Chon. We spent a little bit longer in Portable Third than I thought we would, but it still wasn't that long. Like, you're a retired doubter. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. My, extension isn't working for turning the screen dark, so I'm going to try and open it up again. Game hours? We're technically not done yet. Don't get too excited. There we go. Make Silverlos armor. No. We're not done. We have to kill a single Crimson Kuropeko. Final. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did you take so long to finally bring bomb casings? GG. Thank you. That's almost like... It's mildly infuriating, but... Whatever. I could just go ultra disrespect on this Kuropeko, I think. Yeah, it should be fine. You can do it? I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I mean, it's gonna be like 10 minutes. I forget if he's weaker to ice or water. It's just like my water dual blades are like so bad unless it's like a huge difference. I think you just go ice. It's actually more ice anyways, so that's very handy. Well, he takes a lot of ice damage. Like everywhere. Finally get the Kulf Taroth weapon they wanted, but on a new file? I mean, I guess I don't really feel about it that way. In World. I don't have enough alt characters. Like, I've got a PS4, an Xbox, and a Steam one. I've gotten pretty lucky, too. Isn't there, like, a mini one? I feel like if there's an event one, we're going to do that one because it might be tiny. Although that might be only 3U. It's the jump one. We'll do the jump one. Maybe he's really powerful. I hope he's like insanely strong. Trying to think if there's anything else I could bring. Not really. The jump quests are usually a little bit of a challenge. I hope he walls me. I hope we're stuck here for another day. I think this guy's in 3 ultimate too, and I think he like always summons like Stygian. Thanks, guys. Actually, the damage wasn't that bad. They give you your meal in a Happy Meal box? Did they give you a toy, too? I can't even see anything. What's the monster even doing? Is that Uragon? It's a little Uragon! He summons little Uragon! I have to kill a little Uragon now? He's an endangered species. Oh god, he hits hard though. Look at his little sleep. What just killed me? What? Did he get me with his chin? Was I that close to him? That's some damage. I'm only stronger now. Oh shoot, I don't have any stamina items. Well, that's fitting. Summon a Tiny Joe? I kind of wish he did. Dude, it's just so much more damage. I mean, is it shameful? Yes, it is still shameful. It is still shameful to go out. I deserve it, though. I disrespected the Uragon. Look at him just strutting around. Nope. I kind of want to trap him just so I can like attempt to get a break on the face. It's so hard to like aim for anything when he's moving around. He's smaller than the Rhinopolis. He could like ride on the Rhinopolis's back. Oh, I got the face. Whoa. Did you see his immediate forward momentum? What is he doing? Oh. I guess I want to try and stay in blue sharpness. Even that doesn't seem to help that much. That's some very intense vomit. Come on, Pekka. Don't run. Into the trap. This is actually a much more interesting quest than I would originally thought. Oh, he tagged me with the vomit. I've been vomited on. How did the rest of the advice stream go? It was fine. Some people were complaining they thought the questions were too much of the same towards the end, but you can always check out the VOD. It's still up there. We did do an attempt on Naked Elatrion and failed. We're going to hopefully finish that tomorrow. Thanks for the heal, sucker! Were there any memers? There was somebody who wanted to know how to get over their fear of having people see them naked because they wanted to get their butthole laser hair removed. How? That was 2 demon dances. With Fortify. Oddly specific? I mean... I would assume most people wouldn't mind seeing their chest hair. But yeah, I mean, if they want to get their butt hair removed. Oh, highway questions, yeah. I guess those were probably memes, right? Was a legit question you're clowning on them? Well, this is the risk you take. I'm just further traumatizing the poor butthole person. Did you say Dragon's Dogma is worth $30? It's worth $30, but you shouldn't spend $30 on it, if that makes any sense. Because it's like, you can definitely get it much cheaper than $30. Like, I hate to say it, but you should be able to get it 20 at least. 20 at most. I mean, it's been around for like years at this point. Physical for $5? I mean, that sounds like really, really cheap. I don't know that you go that cheap, but like, it just depends. I mean, it depends how much disposable income. Maybe you're very wealthy. $30 is nothing for you. But if $30 is like any sort of a significant amount of money to you, then I would say just wait. This little Kurapeko is causing me so much stress. Why won't you die? Why does he have so much life? What's the longest my beard has ever been? Not much longer than where I have it now. I don't really... My beard doesn't look great if I grow it out really long. Good job, Miguel. I not bring stamina foods? Are you surprised? I mean, I do love Kurapeko very, very much. This one's just so tanky, though. But I mean, that's why he's a jump Peko, right? Hey, I avoided a roar. Let him do the butt wiggle? Oh, he only does that after he summons. And yeah, I interrupted him. I mean, Uragon's one of the scariest things here right now. You could walk up to this thing with a butter knife and kill it? Not true. This thing would summon Devil Joe and then vomit in your face and then electrocute you with its wings. Want to see a baby Joe? You play Monster Hunter Stories too? See a little baby Joe. Why is he so small? This is a extra hard jump event quest. Him being small makes it a lot easier, but he definitely has like super buffed stats as a result. That's it. We have completed Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. And we did all monsters. We didn't skip anything. That's pretty amazing. I'm happy about that. GG, thank you. Make this Silver Los armor. Not making Silver Los armor. Now back to Naked Elatrion. We're doing Naked Elatrion tomorrow morning. Probably going to be starting up 3 Ultimate tonight, I guess. What's with the Silverless obsession? Ask Kinesis. I mean, it is a good armor set. Small monsters too? Sure. I'm just checking everything. Even though Cephalos are not literally not even in this game. I don't want to go through the small monster lists. Do Gunlance again in 3U? They voted. People want to see Switch X. Legend. Oh! I think these are actually for dual blades. We definitely did monsters that we needed to in this game. Kill the Veggie Elder. What is wrong with you? What did the Veggie Elder ever do to you? Can you see my J ticket? Only on my OnlyFans. No, we actually methodically went through all of the small monsters in, what was it? Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. We actually did that. I think these are Pirate J dual blades, aren't they? Maybe they're for something else. All right. I'm going to see... Let's see the final time on this. Fun game. Harder than people say it is. A lot of people think it was the easiest game in the world, but it's definitely some challenges there. Amatsu with dual blades took some brain power. Do small monsters count in the challenge? Sure. Oh yeah, half the time of Freedom Unite, but no G rank. But still, 46 hours is like... I mean, that's some time, you know? Alright. It's only been 3.5 hours, but I want to work on getting 3 Ultimate set up. Probably end the stream here. So thank everybody for being around through the stream. Thank you for watching this section of the challenge. We are going to be starting... I think we will start 3 Ultimate tonight. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised there's not more there. So yeah, I'm going to eat some dinner. Probably going to do a little exercise. And I'll see you guys back here in a couple hours. No, I think we're actually going to do just console 3 Ultimate. Love you. I love you too, Tank Mecha. So, console 3 Ultimate. It'll just be the easiest for multiplayer. It's not perfect, but I think it's going to be good enough. You know, in case I need multiplayer to do 4-point formation. Play on gamepad? I'm just like this the whole time. All right. I love you all. Yeah, see you guys soon. Check out the Discord. Thank you to the mods. Thank you, everybody who subbed. Then we hung out in the chat. Naked Alatreon tomorrow morning. So if you can't make night stream, come by tomorrow morning. Naked Alatreon Thrustmaster stream. And then probably more 3 Ultimate. All right, I'm leaving. Goodbye.